Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Almost Real, an honest talk between two friends, where Josh, myself, and Camilla, herself, talk about life and
Hi everyone.
and interrupt each other when they're doing their intros.
Of course, it's our thing.
Of course, that's what we do. We interrupt each other. Yeah, Camilla. Before we get into the meat of our episode today. How are you doing? What's new in your world? And is there anything you would like to share with our listeners?
It's very rainy today. But I'm doing all right. We got back into the virus loop again. Don't know how, don't know why. And I'm not happy about it. I think even had like a panic attack the moment my daughter started feeling unwell again. And I hated myself for that as well. So it was like double layered hatred. Anyway, it's just like
a trifle of hatred.
Yeah, it's not a good combo. Just do not recommend that. My dad is here, which is great. But the moment he arrived, I literally fell on bed. And when I checked my temperature, it was very high. I was pretty feverish the whole next day. But I was lucky that my dad and my mom are here because my husband could easily work still, and they could just take care of the baby, and I could just lie in bed. That's amazing. If you have this opportunity, cherish this moment. But yeah, apart from that, I have actually prepared 2 questions to you. If you still want to ask some questions, I mean, we could do this as a bit.
Ask me some questions. I'll do that instead of sharing my week, because my week is boring.
No, come on. Tell me about your week. How you doing? We haven't caught up in a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Fine. We are in the process of redoing everything in our room at Nadia's parents' place. So we are getting rid of a bunch of stuff. We're like throwing out bags and bags of things that are broken or unneeded, just getting rid of a bunch of junk, reorganizing and getting it all together. So that's been our lives for the past week. I've got a bit of a sore throat I've been kind of dealing with also for the past week. I originally thought it was just because of all the dust and everything that was here, but not quite sure. And that's about it. I had my first audition for the show I'm doing on the 28th. And yeah, it went well.
Are you doing Ernest?
I'm doing Ernest, yeah.
You're doing Ernest? Oh, I guessed that. Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Who are you playing?
I say Chauceable. I think they say like Chauceable or something.
All right.
I have a different pronunciation. Right. The Reverend.
Okay.
The old, doddering, sort of silly guy.
That's exciting.
No, it'll be good. It'll be great. So I need to learn my lines for Thursday. That's the big thing.
Speaking of, so maybe my questions... Do you have any questions to me? Because it would be very weird if I ask you some questions that you don't. I would feel weird.
I don't have any questions for you. However, I can think of something. I can make something up. Let me hear your questions first so I can kind of get the vibe of what we're looking for.
It took me a whole week to come up with this question. So the first one actually came up to my mind very quickly. So I'll just ask it. I don't know actually how, or I forgot, how you proposed. And why have you proposed so late to your wife?
Whoa, first of all, rude. Second of all, I didn't propose. Nadia proposed to me.
Wow.
I know, right? It's not romantic in any way, shape, or form. So we were just hanging out, and she went...
Oh, yeah, you just decided.
Yeah. She was like, I've been thinking we should get married. And I said, I've also been thinking we should get married. And she went, do you want to get married? And I said, let's do it. And then we got on scooters and we scooted to the Zaks, to the registration office. We took electric scooters there and we signed up to get married a month later. And then a month later we got married.
I forgot that I know the story.
Okay.
Did you?
Cool.
I think you told us, but quite a while ago.
It's not like a secret I keep.
Yeah, I know. Did you ever want to propose in a romantic way? Did you have
Whoa. First of all, these questions feel very attacking. In a
No, they don't
romantic, did I
mean
ever
to.
want to propose in a romantic way? I've never like saw myself as like a big gesture kind of guy, where it's like, oh, at the football game on the big screen, or it's at the beach and the band comes out. It would be something like small and intimate and meaningful, but not like a big extravagant thing, because I'm not a big extravagant guy, and Nadia is not a big extravagant woman as well. So
To be honest, all those proposals that are like on big screens or like on big events or in front of friends or in front of a big audience, basically, or not even big, just in front of someone, they put so much pressure on the woman, or on the man, like I don't know who's proposing. And it's horrible because the problem is that the person might not want to get married and they would still say yes because of the pressure of all the people standing out there and waiting for a positive answer. And I think this is very, very bad. You should not be doing that. Even though it looks romantic, looks cool for, I don't know, a video or a story to tell your grandkids, but it's bad. Don't do that. Don't. Yeah. Anyway.
all right. So is that both of the questions?
No.
There's one more question.
Yes. Just wanted to say, I'm not attacking Josh. I love Josh deeply, and these were just questions that I decided to ask him because I completely forgot that he'd already told me the story.
I'm going to edit that out. I'm going to cut it so it's I am attacking
No.
Josh. I just want you all to know I am attacking Josh.
Basically, my other question, I never saw you without a beard.
Okay.
Why do you never shave your beard off?
I think I look better with
I know there was going to be a boring answer, but I was like, I have a chat. It's worth the chat. You have a story how you saw someone with a beard and this person inspired you dramatically.
When I was 14 years old, there was a fire, and the firemen came. They pulled. No, it's just I grew it, and then I was like, I like how I look in this better. And I've shaved before, and I just look like a big old. So it helps at least face a little bit of because I've got a very round face from all the chocolate. So it gives it a little bit of recognition.
All right, Beagle. Did you come up with any questions?
Yeah. How did you propose to Yura? How was your proposal to Yura? Oh, what? Did you ever want to do a romantic propose?
Yeah, I did. I did want to do that. Yeah, that's true. I kind of the idea of how Yura might propose to me. I thought of doing the same to him, basically. At that point, just my main stuck was I couldn't realize what kind of ring I would get him for the engagement. So I was like, how should I buy? Like, should it be a diamond ring? That's a bit ridiculous. He doesn't wear anything, not even watch. He's not gonna wear it. So yeah, I thought about this. I wanted to do that, but I didn't do this. He proposed, before actually. He was thinking of doing it in front of me, but then he realized that it's not a good way of that. So, we were at our friend's house, and he sneaked into the hallway when I went out there as well, and he proposed, basically. And then we're like, hey, engaged. Everyone was like, okay, fine, cool.
So I think I've got my second question. Why wasn't I invited to that party?
Because we went to his friend's party. You don't know.
Still, I'm just saying, you can invite strangers to parties that you have.
I could. We could.
Yeah, I would have politely declined, but you could have at least invited. It's the thought really counts. That's why I send out thousands of invitations to random people all the time to hang out. Mostly I get reported spam. Wild. Anyway, regardless of spam situation, shall we get into the meat of the...
Of course.
So, Camilla and everyone, I thought it would be fun today to do something a little bit different. The last episodes, we've been answering questions. We talked about love. We did the falling in love. We talked about D&D and asked each other questions about it. And I thought it might be fun to play a role-playing game together about two characters who are forbidden to fall in love. So it kind of fits with the theme we were talking about. With love, and it also kind of fits with the D role-playing stuff. I thought it was a nice little bridge gap. So today we are going to be playing a game called Star-Crossed. Star-Crossed is a game from designer Alice Roberts, with illustrated by Jess Fink. Just to give you the brief overview, I'm just going to read what they've written as their overview because it's better than anything. Two players craft characters who are powerfully attracted to each other, but have a compelling reason not to have feelings. Watch the attraction between them grow as you play out scenes, taking turns describing what your character says and does. Some of the things you want your character to do are going to increase attraction, and when that happens, pull a brick from an increasingly shaking tower and put it on top. So a block. You grab it, put it on top. The tower falls. Your characters act on their desires. What happens? The rules will tell you what that means. So this. Any question, Camilla?
I actually understand one thing. We come up with the scenes, right? Or there are some sort of cards for the scenes?
There are cards with titles, and then we interpret that. So
okay.
I have cards ready to go. But before we get into scenes, we got characters. We gotta build the world and the characters and all that stuff. So what we need to do is decide what has brought Arthur and decide what is keeping. So who are our characters to each other? Why are we drawn to each other? What is bringing us together? What's your first impression when you hear?
I thought colleagues. Colleagues.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Colleagues at work. Where do they work?
Law firm.
They work at a law firm. Cool. This because we know so much about law. So they work at a law firm. So why would they be together?
Well, because of the interest. You're working together.
One's a client. One's a lawyer.
No. One's a kind of on a high hierarchy scale. One's
so like an associate.
Yeah, basically.
Someone is like a receptionist, or
let's do something less typical. Do like lawyer. Let's do a bit easier, like a lawyer and a team lead of lawyer.
I don't know how lawyers structure things.
Neither do I. To be fair, as far as I understand, even if they're the same level, they're not
fraternize.
Stay apart. So
well, let's put them at the same level. Let's make them both part of the law firm, and they can't be together because of a big scandal, and they maybe lose the firm. Right? They would lose
reputation.
Their reputation would be finished. So, and let's make it, maybe it's more fun if they're the only partner. So it's their law firm that they together.
Now, this is dumb then. And they could definitely be partners, and they could, they could definitely, it would be a family business there. Problem.
Well, yeah, it could, but it didn't start off that way.
All right, let's try that.
What if they, so they started off at a law firm, they worked their way up, they became partners, original owners retired. So now they're inheriting the business.
So, sounds very unrealistic, but okay.
I don't know. It's fine.
Okay, the previous owners became advisory board members, and they have put these two as an...
Yes. What if, not something that would happen in real life, but what if they're competing to become a senior each? So they're working, they have to work against each other. They're trying to become the senior partner, but they actually don't feel it.
Yeah, all right. That sounds very tense.
Maybe they're they don't really like each other, but underneath it's
oh yeah,
fantastic. So the board of directors, the prospect of becoming a senior partner at this law firm is hurt. Okay, we have the X card and stuff, so if any time anything becomes uncomfortable, you tap the card and we just move away from it. Now we need to decide who's going to be the lead, be the follow. The lead is sort of who starts the scene. The lead is sort of intentional, and the follow is more unintentional. Yeah. So the attraction with the lead tends to be more I'm aware of this, and with the follow it tends to be more I'm maybe seeing this a bit. So which of those two roles kind of jumps out to you as something that you would like to play?
Oh, I mean, I love to lead, but I want to be a follower here.
Okay, perfect. I'll lead. Now we got a character. So we have some things we have to answer about our characters. So we have to answer who am I? What is our most attractive? Then we give each other as characters two features that our characters don't realize, right? So for example, I might say my most intelligence, whatever. And then I might say
Sure.
your two most attractive features are your compassion, your drive to be successful. So you make as well. Then we write down why we get feelings and why it's important to us. Why that not being important to us. Let's fill that in.
Oh, by the way, boy and girl, boy and boy.
What would you prefer? What would you like? What story do you want to tell today? What's the most interesting relationship dynamic in this case? I think maybe a lesbian relationship would be interesting.
How come we're having the same thoughts? I literally was thinking about this right now.
So yeah, I will be Samantha Smith, sales-powered lawyer, working acquisitions, and company mergers. My most attractive feature is my sense of style. I need to give you your two most attractive features.
So my name is Cassandra Ray. My most attractive features are my hair and my brain.
Well, you only get to choose one. You only get to choose
Oh,
one.
damn.
I choose two for you.
They're all in my head.
Yeah, no doctor has ever seen a breast smooth.
There you go. Fine, my brain then. My brain.
You're intelligent.
My daughter recently started saying smart girl. Smart girl. He's something smart. Smart girl.
So the two features I'll give you are incredible hair.
Sure.
And I will say your other attractive feature that you don't realize is attractive. So you don't realize how good your hair is. And I'll make it like a emotional thing. You are driven. Let's say driven.
All right.
You have great hair and you're very driven. Don't realize that those are very attractive features that you.
Okay.
Yeah. How could you? All right. What are my most two attractive features that I don't realize as Samantha?
Your hands.
Okay.
Because you know when you're doing like this and you have to your sleeves, you do it very smoothly, energetically, and like you show off your beautiful hands. And because it also indicates.
And I don't know this. Sam, we hired you because of your hands. I don't know how to tell you any other way.
And you have a very cool vibe. So when you enter the room, you're like Snape, like Severus Snape, like Professor Snape, or
Potter.
Yeah.
Potter. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, the reason why I can't act on my feelings is because I want others' approval, and she's on the board of directors, and she's also the one who implemented the no in the office firm policy. And the reason why it's important to me is because my mother is my hero, and she's the reason why I became a lawyer. So I really look up to her.
All right. It's a bit easier. It's basically because of my and beliefs. I think people should work. I think it's appropriate.
And what do you?
Because I live my values, and like they helped me throughout my life a lot to get out of very dark situations. Because I kept them and acted based on the values and beliefs I have. And because of that, I am who I am. Wanna into that.
Wonderful. All right. So we have our character. Now, a main element of this is moves that conditions. So, and often the condition is to pull a brick off of the like Jenga tower or brick tower, or if you use a name. So, we are virtual, so it is difficult. I have found a Jenga tower that is very finicky, so try to use that. Alternatively, we could try rolling dice. I thought we could do 20-sided die, and every time we moves off, we roll a die, and it starts at 1. So if you get a 1, then we have to act on that thing, or we end the game. And if you don't roll a 1, then it goes up to a 2, and then it goes up to a 3, and then it goes up to a 5. So we could do something like instead, and we could each take turns rolling.
Let's die.
Yeah, I think that might be a bit easier. Now, this is a normal play where we're working within the constraints of our format, as it were.
Yeah, so if and then if we roll something different, what happens? We choose a scene?
So you look off, you see there's your character sheet, there's a bunch of star moves.
Yeah.
And every time you are successful. So ideally, you're supposed to be, while you're doing the move or while you're talking, the whole time you're talking, you're seeing the tower. This is to build the anticipation. So unfortunately, we don't have that. But yeah, when you do that move and you complete it, when you move the brick and you put a tower doesn't fall over, you color stars. And when the tower's over, we count up the stars. And that determines what happens, how the story goes. And if the tower doesn't fall over, if we go through all 8 scenes and the tower doesn't fall that number, then we never act on these emotions. And we have play. Now, is a rule that you can intend to walk over the tower. So I will say, if at any point in the game you're like, I need to now, you can just say the number you want to roll. You're intentionally over the tower. Does that make sense? Those new rules sort of crystal clear. And a deep apologies to Alex for how we are doing this. Just have the game. Deep apologies. Hopefully, the listeners, please, not actually how the game is.
Yeah, do I describe everything that says in the describe a detail in the character's environment and the lead or not when we're doing the scene, or we're just playing the scene? Like,
we just take turns. So the lead starts, I'll start, and I'll say something about the environment, and then you'll go and you make the environment, and then my character might move or something, and then I describe how we're walking down the hallway and my elbow is your elbow. Roll the die, and if I don't get a 1, then I fill it.
All right, let's give it a shot.
We'll try it. We're gonna try it. This is a territory, but it's gonna. All right, so, Camilla, if you're then begin, and the first scene is titled "An Introduction." See an office. We see a desk, a chair behind the desk, and there's 2 chairs in front. This looks like where someone would meet with talk about things. It's a relatively small office, not like a nice corner office. It's not ostentatious. It's relatively clean. It's gray. The fluorescent light is all casting kind of those like fluorescent light shadow. And I think we see 2 people at the desk. Sam is sitting in her chair, is her office, and Cassandra is behind her. And it looks like they're talking to potential clients.
So I think that we are ending the meeting because we have figured out the case. I'm already standing. Cassandra, already standing. And I just came that everything's fine. Figured out the process, and we know what to work on. And we're just basically partnering with the clients. And as we're all shaking hands, leaving. And leaves me and Sam alone in the office. As I'm standing behind her, but then I very abruptly move it away, and I didn't mean to do that. Then I kind of clumsily get out of the back of her desk. I almost trip over something on the floor that was like, I don't even think there was anything bad, just the carpet, and I kind of feel very bad and embarrassed, and I just basically, I don't even, I'm like, all right, talk to you soon, and I just her office.
All right, so roll hand. You unintentionally touched my hand for that.
5.
Perfect. So now it's up to a 2. As you go to like rush, Sam goes, wait. We have to finish looking over these papers. That's the kid. You can't just. And she gestures for you to come sit in one of the chairs that this couple have vacated. Sit.
I turn a sure. Yeah, sure. I don't know what over me. Yeah. And I sit in front of her desk.
I start typing on my computer. Lots of my things. Think of the case.
Well, it's sorry, I don't know what happened to me. Very weird. No, the case is fine. It's the usual family of she wants a divorce. They don't know how to split the money. All seems to be relative. Understandable. We just gotta get the facts a bit more, get some more, and defend our client so that she could get the most out of this relationship, right? And that guess is money, and the house, and the car, and all the stuff that they think.
It's tough. I'm mostly work on corporate mergers and sort of things. This family stuff is, I'm not quite sure why the board decided to pair us up on this. I'm just glad that you have expertise here and Michael, your lead. And I'm going to say that I am intentionally revealing something personal, that I'm not uncomfortable with this and I have expertise here. So I'm going to a 5.
The main problem that I'm having with this case is that her future husband is also, well, he's not now our client, once was. And I procedure follow here because I'm a bit perplexed because he was a very well-paying of this with us. Well, it's the first time she's here. It's the first time I actually see him. Didn't even know he had a wife. A bit of a shock to me. I think I'm going to roll it because I had some intimate relationship with this guy. All right, I got a 4.
Yes, Sam kind of leans back. Well, Henry, we got a lot of work. Yes, things to figure. It sounds like there as well. Kind of see it's like sad. There's almost like something as she kind of interprets. Yeah, work. And I think
I'm leaving. I turn back, look at Sam, and hey, I felt, well, maybe I'm wrong. No, never mind. And I just leave the room.
2, a little embarrassment. As we come into this scene, we are in what appears to be a break room. Sam is there with her shirt and she's pulled it down and she's like scrubbing at it with some paper towel. Damn it.
I enter the room, ask Sam, you alright? Need some help?
No, sorry. No, I just...
You call me Cass?
No, I had bug for lunch, which is normally not something I would, but I was running late and I just stopped by the street and I got some mustard on my shirt and I just can't get it. I just can't get the stick.
I have an extra shirt in my office. Would you like to?
Yeah, that would be.
What's your?
But 15.
All right. I go back to my office. I pick out an emerald gorgeous shirt, and where she was standing to the break room, and I give her the shirt. Go.
Sam instantly just starts unbuttoning her blouse and starts taking off her shirt there in the break room.
I just turn my back to her.
And I just, thank you so much for this. This is gonna, a lifesaver.
No worries at all.
And as your back is turned, I go up, touch your shoulder, and go so much, and that's gonna be intentionally. Hey, just thanks again for it's an 11, 5. And I kind of linger that long, and I do that like thing where you I kind of slip down and off, just like shoulder blade.
Just standing in silence for all the time. Hand is on me. With a moment, she moves it away. You're welcome. I hope, and I leave. Oh no! I came here for coffee. I'm getting some coffee, and then I leave.
Grab a cup of coffee, my shirt. And just as you're leaving, again, go, hey, Cass, while you're here, catching you. Have you had time to look over those?
Yeah, sure. Butcher's case?
Yeah, the couple getting divorced, the butcher. You've looked over.
Yeah, but barely. I didn't really understand why you've sent them to me. Not important.
I just wanted to get your opinion. Maybe we could meet up like something and just discuss it. Head down to the bar, maybe have a drink and talk about the case a bit. Go over some of the notes I have.
Time you finish?
Oh, it's gonna be a late one today. But I should probably be done around like 7.
All right, sounds about me. Estelle?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
Thanks. You have a good coffee.
Thanks. And we leave.
So we go on to the next scene, which is finding common ground. So I think with this scene, we start off and let's go to Estelle. So we come in. It's a relatively quiet bar. It's like a Wednesday evening or something like that. So it's not too busy. Regulars there, but this is the lawyer bar near the office where a lot of the partners and a lot of the juniors and a lot of people who work at the company would come. So it's not see a couple colleagues there. So we find a little booth and get our order of a couple, and we're sitting there discussing case. Yeah, and we're kind of just like chit chat and going over. Sam is going to lean, kind of like call the server and just gesture for two that finished 2 more drinks.
I look at Sam. I tell her, what do you recently think? Should we help her?
I think down to it, it's not us at the end of the day. About us. Well, I just about us, but it's about the job, about completing the job to the best of our abilities, regardless of what feel is the do. It's us following the rules in how we approach. I think we can afford to give preferential treatment. This is why I do a lot of corporate stuff, so I don't have to get tied up in the emotion at all. It's hard. How do you handle all of this? I'm also going to reveal something. 10.
Well, I usually don't get that much involved in the cases I work on. Particular is a bit, because I was always representing the butcher, and I did as a wife. Although that's ridiculous, but I never actually. I kind of got into this case, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's been a while. It's not a recent thing. It's been a while, and we have ended things on good. Still, I feel very wrong. Even though it's just I operate by this with a.
Wow, Mr. Butcher. I guess it makes sense why the board says take bit of interest.
They don't about that.
Don't? I mean, Mrs. Butcher has written down like she's fighting for more because of Mr. Butcher's allegedly that now we know is true.
Yeah, but I mean, if she's not loyal to him as well, I don't even think they have been in such a relationship. I rather see them trying like that. Should we have some mediator that might reflect instead of getting to the court?
Really not a place. That's really our place to say or do. I mean, we have the job we're getting. I don't think. No, I'm gonna no to that. I don't represent and get what's best for them. We're in the business of playing family therapists or psychologists. We don't have the training, the experience for that. We would be causing chaos. It would be too much. It would be.
No, I meant not. I meant not us, but like maybe referring them to someone. Really understand your point. Should I disqualify myself from the case?
I don't know. Maybe we should pass off the both of us experienced in this, and you got personal issues. You're going to sup with the board. You're going to have to tell them why.
But it's been like 10.
Are you married at the time?
I think they might have been married then. Yet.
It's just conflict today. Look, I think we can just, it happened in the past. It happened a long time ago. It doesn't affect the marriage. Maybe he was faithful with other people. He wasn't, or we recuse ourselves.
Yeah, this case got way too personal for me from all possible sides. I finish my drink, stand up, I shake hands, Sam, saying goodbye.
I stand up and I see your outstretched hand and maybe feeling a little alcohol and what has bared today, seeing your reaction, I go in and I give you a...
Oh, wow. Never had a hug from another lawyer before.
I'm sorry, I didn't, just felt...
No, that's appreciate that. That's okay. I feel bad now for telling you all this.
Don't, get out, okay? We're in this together. We've got this. We'll make sure everything works out.
Sure, I'll announcements tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got your back.
Thank you, Sam.
Have a great night.
You too. And I'm gone.
Yeah, you leave. Zup pays and...
I didn't pay to pay. I don't like it. I rush back to the bar. I see paying for everything. I run to the cashier or where they pay. I'm like, stop. Sorry, I did not mean you to pay for.
I got this one. You get the next. This one's on me.
You want to come over to my place?
All right, you got to roll for that. That's got to be something. Unintentionally revealing something personal, maybe?
I rolled.
What'd you roll?
6. Is 6 enough?
No. Where it's...
Oh, wait.
You have to act on that move. So what do you give in to your feelings in this moment?
The moment I rush back to the bar, I realized that the reason why I told him all the story is because how comfortable I felt inside, and she was the one I could open up to. I finally realized how comfortable and feel near her. That now seems like my hair is falling apart. And sat there, and she said that she's going to be by my side. And I feel like no one ever told me this before. And when I saw her paying for my drinks as well and saying that that's absolutely, and I forgot to do that, my kind of whole world changed. And I realized that I just want to be with her now, and I don't care what's going to happen next.
We see them together in the bar. We fade to black. And now we need to find out the epilogue. So we add up how many points we have, and we add them together. So 4 altogether. How many do you have marked?
4.
Which means our epilogue is, it wasn't the right time to reveal too much too soon, and the connection is irrevocably broken. So now we have to play out the end. I think we see Sam sitting on the bed, buttoning up an emerald on her clothes. Cassandra lying in the bed. As Sam stands up, gets her who's in her hand, and begins to leave apartment.
I stop her and I tell Sam about anything. I'm going that I'm today.
I just feel like this was a mistake. It was heat of the moment, too much to drink, and this shouldn't have happened. I don't want you to quit because of this. I can't do this right now. I can't be this. This can't. There's rules in place. We can't together. We can't happen. This fundamental to how the office runs. Business runs. And you see tears start to form in her eyes. She just blinks and no, I don't want you to quit. You leave, but I can't. I just can't.
I do, but with my decision, I'm going to change it. Your decision to stay, try to be with me, is come to you. Totally understand.
Sam wipes her eyes, nods to you, then shakes her head and walks out the door. And that's the game. That's Star Crossed. Great game. A lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Was that fun?
It's interesting. I never played anything like this.
I really like it. I really like the idea of it. I think it would be very fun to do in person.
Yeah.
Like to have the actual power in front of you, because like the anticipation of falling over is very exciting. The rolling the dice thing was a poor substitute, but still a lot of fun. Really fun, easy game to pick up. I would recommend this. What do you think, Camille? Would you recommend this game for other people?
I think I would. Yeah, I think I would. It's an interesting one. You just need to kind of understand what's happening at the beginning. But yeah, it's yeah, I'd recommend. Still thinking about the game. That's why I sound like
It's sticking with you, right? Oh, these two together. One night of passion, but it was time. Too fast, too soon. Yeah, let's do. Well, great, awesome. That's Star-Crossed. I thought that fit nicely with sort of the theme we've been having for the last few episodes. And so, if you're interested, you can check out Star-Crossed. We'll have a link in the description to the website Bully Pulpit. You can purchase. Check it out. I really recommend it. It's fun. It's short and simple if you're looking for a quick game to play with a friend or husband, wife. Easy to pick up, easy to play, a lot of fun.
for the
Yeah. So that's it. Almost real. We were almost real in the sense of different characters, but with a real situation because we know how lawyers work.
Of course, we know that.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you all so for listening. You can catch every week. It's a new episode, and you can also follow us on different social media. Almost Real. We're on Instagram, Telegram. No, we're not on Telegram. We're on Instagram.
TikTok.
We're on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Fun shorts from the episodes. Some cut there as well. But definitely give us a check out. Definitely check us out. Like, comment, subscribe. All those fun. Share with your friends. Anything else, Camilla, to add before we say our goodbyes? Nope.
I hope you'll have a brilliant pre-Christmas week. You get your gifts and ideas for Christmas ready. All food ready. You don't rush too much and still have time to breathe. And next time we will be having our special Christmas edition.
Special Christmas. So look forward to that.
Yeah.
I'll see you all then.
Yay.
Take care. Have a great one.
Bye-bye.